If you feel like time is just slipping through your fingers and you're having trouble keeping up with your goals, then a fun and practical way to have the most fulfilling and aligned 2023 is to live out the theme of each month. In this video, I'm going to tell you what January's theme is, how you can incorporate it into your life, and what you can expect from this series. Hi guys, I'm Erin and welcome back to my channel. Before I publish all the videos that I had been filming over the last few months, I wanted to hop on here with this video because literally one person requested it on TikTok, and that's all that it takes. So if you have already seen my 2 TikToks explaining the general idea of living out the theme of each month, then you can skip this whole intro because this will be old news to you. But if you haven't, then I have an example for you, because I'm not gonna come on here and tell you to do something that I haven't already done. I tried it in December. So in December, I realized that it finally felt like Christmas because I finally realized that it was up to me to make it feel like Christmas. So what I did was make it feel like Christmas to me and make it feel fun for me. So I didn't go to the light show. I didn't go to the parade because I don't want to stand outside in the cold and catch candy. That's not fun for me at all. I also don't have kids, so I didn't have to. So what I did do was I actually decorated my space. I never do that, but I always wanted a gold tree, so I finally got the all gold ornaments with the beaded gold star, and I got my black Santa and my milestone ornaments. Like when you reach like a certain phase in life, you know, you like buy a milestone ornament to symbolize that. So I did that. I went over to my best friend's house. We decorated gingerbread cookies. I've never made a gingerbread house before, but I said this year I'm gonna do it. I actually bought the whole little village, and on Christmas Day, me and my cousins, we decorated the whole Christmas village. Did it turn out exactly the way that I thought it would? No, but I'm gonna keep that in mind, you know, for next year when I try to buy a different brand of gingerbread house. But I did that, and I watched all the corny movies, and I listened to the songs, and I even did the Polar Express coffee with the, you know, peppermint mocha creamer. I did all the things, all right? And it truly felt warm and cozy and delicious and actually like Christmas. And now that I have done that, now that I have fully embraced December, I am ready to move on. It didn't feel like time was passing me by because I fully lived in that time. So that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the year. For all of 2023, that is the vibe that I wanna have. Kind of like when your birthday's over and it's like, dang, why can't every month be like my birthday month? It's like that. Slight disclaimer, because this will definitely look different for everyone based on where you are in life and what feels the most fulfilling to you, but I will try to hit as many categories as I can. January's theme is all about leaning into that fresh new start, new year, new me feeling, but in a practical way, a way that inspires action and a desire to be consistent. So I do this by what I call flinging myself at opportunities. So if I wanted to be more consistent with workouts, I would sign up for a dance class that starts in January, or I would make a plan with a friend that we walk 2 times a week and we start in January. This works for me because I'm not gonna waste my money, I'm not gonna waste anybody's time, and I'm also not signing up for things that are deeply unenjoyable to me. So I signed up for a dance class, not a hour-long HIIT boxing class. I find boxing workouts so boring, all right? I like dance and Pilates and grappling classes and those workouts where you get to flip tires. Change is scary, but trying to make the journey as pleasurable as possible does make it easier. So I love chatting with my friend and editor, not video editor. I wish I had a video editor. It would make things so much easier, but my writing editor, Britt, I love chatting with her. We could talk for hours about writing and creativity, filmmaking, fashion, design, costume design. We could go on, and it always ends with, man, I can't wait to one day see my books on shelves and my movies in theaters or on Netflix. We could go on and on about this. So we made a plan In January, not this January, but like this past year, we made a plan that every Sunday we're gonna meet on Zoom so that we can talk out the pages that I wrote that week or edited that week. And if I didn't turn in any pages, we couldn't have a meeting. So you know what I did? I churned out the pages every single, okay, I did miss like 3 Sundays, but I kept churning out the pages so that we could talk. And I looked forward to that meeting all week, and it was so much fun. And now I have a screenplay that I am obsessed with, and I am so proud of it, and that was the whole goal. So if, you're like me and you need a little, motivation, a little incentive, try out something like that. Accountability buddies do work. If the fear of putting yourself out there is keeping you from pursuing your dream, try flinging yourself at the very first step of pursuing that dream and allowing yourself to be a beginner. So as a beginner actress, no one is expecting you to come out the gate and be Viola Davis, or else they would have just hired Viola Davis. So try an acting class that will challenge you or is reputable, so you get connections. Or those acting classes where at the end they have a showcase and they show you around to a bunch of agents and managers. Try that out. In January, I signed up for a Meisner Technique class. I have never tried the Meisner Technique, but a lot of the actors that I admire and love so much, they all do the Meisner Technique. So I'm gonna try it out. For others of you, the January theme could be back to basics if the pandemic or other circumstances have dissolved your healthy habits or systems. So this might look like setting up a healthy nighttime routine that works for you, not the internet. So it could look like doing something before bed that relaxes you so that you can go to bed on time every night, have enough sleep, and then wake up on time. It could look like prioritizing rest and your peace this year. It can look like, if you've had trouble with cleaning lately, it can look like setting a timer every day for 20 minutes so that you can tidy up one area of your house or apartment or your bedroom. And also what you'll find with this is that once you set the timer for 20 minutes, after the 20 minutes goes up, you'll want to keep going. Other back to basics practices could look like talking to your loved ones regularly again if you're one to self-isolate, drinking more water, moving your body, putting more greens on your plate, discovering new music, actually doing your hobbies, dressing in a way that makes you feel the most beautiful, communicating and watching media that makes you feel good, setting appointments. And this could also be grooming appointments. Last year, after my dad died in April, I didn't have any money. So my mom, she set up an appointment that next week for me to get my hair done because it wasn't gonna get combed otherwise. I was in a void state. So if you can, try to set up little checkpoints for when you're not feeling your best so that you can kind of start to feel human again, if that's been hard for you. If your goal is to be more social this year, flinging yourself at opportunities could look like scheduling one outing a week that you're really looking forward to. So that could even be going to the plant nursery by yourself, looking up daytime events for things that you're interested in so that you can meet like-minded people. You can volunteer, join writing workshops, join a sketch comedy group. Did I already say volunteer? You can talk to the girls at your weekly pottery class. There's even walking groups. Anything to get you out and about and talking to people again. And if you can't go out and about, then there's always communities online, fandoms, forums, things like that. All of this is just creating systems and habits that create the life that you've always wanted. And even if you don't continue every weekly reset routine, every class, every method that you started in January, that's still okay. Because in that experimentation, you learned more about yourself and you got to learn what actually works for you. And I think that a good video that I could make is listing out all of the productivity and creativity methods and routines that I tried out last year and what ones did work for me and why, and what ones didn't work for me and why. The reason why I was able to have the wins that I did in 2020 is because I did the scary thing and I flung myself at opportunities at the end of 2019 and like the first 2 months of 2020, so that when the pandemic happened, I was still able to experience those little periodic wins because I set myself up for those milestones at the beginning of the year. So I feel like I've told this story on here. There's no way I haven't. The abridged version. At the end of 2019, I really wanted to direct my first short film. So I, put out a call for crew on Facebook. And once I did that scary thing and people started to respond, I was like, what am I gonna do now? Just like not interview people. And once I started interviewing people, I was like, what am I gonna do? Just like not book. And so once everything was booked up and the shot list was made, I was like, okay, well, what am I gonna do? Not shoot it? So then it was shot. And then I was like, well, what am I gonna do? Not release it? It was just a domino effect of things throughout the year. So my advice for living out the theme of January is to release the past, forgive yourself. I'm never gonna tell you to force yourself to, try to forgive other people. That is never gonna be my advice. Forgive yourself, and then launch a few rockets of desire in January. And if you want to do the New Year's resolutions and make the mood boards and do the manifestation rituals and buy the new planner and be in the gym on January 1st and all that other kind of cool stuff, okay. And if somebody says, oh, that's like cringy, I hate New Year's, okay. What are they gonna do? Beat your ass? Don't let other people's weird fear of flopping and being seen keep you stagnant. Because if we're being really real, all our faves, both privately and publicly, if we check, the digital footprint archives, have flopped multiple times. I think it was like 2015 or 2016. People used to dog the fuck out of Bella Hadid and her walk. And now look at her. One of the best in the game. She's an amazing model. And like some of our favorite actors and like the ones around my age, people online years ago were very loud about how they think that those people didn't have it. And now look at them, undeniable. Some of our favorite content creators used to go on live with 3 people in the room, and one of them was their dad. And now, millions of followers getting all of these brand opportunities. It's okay, all right? You gotta flop before you slay. It's Newton's law. So if you wanna do all the resolutions, then go ahead. Let's set these resolutions together and find joy and fun in the process. Either way, we're gonna have fun regardless. Since my goal is to post on here more, you guys are gonna keep me accountable, and every month I'm gonna come on here and make a theme video and post a shorter version on TikTok. But I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna post a whole theme video, and we're gonna talk about how last month went, and we're gonna talk about our goals for this new month, and it's gonna be really fun. Someone suggested on one of my TikToks that I keep a log and physical memories of what I did for each month, so I'm definitely gonna do that. Someone else said that they also like to celebrate their birthday each month, which I think is genius. Why not celebrate yourself? All right, guys, that's all that I have for you today. Tell me how you're gonna live out your theme for January, and I will see all of you lovely people in my next video. Bye!